Wilderness Blessing. So I think that's a game plan. Instead of going for the typical XP laners that just engages on gold lane, maybe utilize the Uranus as a jungle controller hero. So we might see Flap just quick hero combo with the Rafaela.
You know, not only that, but this is also, in a way, it's like, can Ogwen actually play this Matilda? You know, to
That's
a
a
point
big
where a lot of people are like wondering, you know, because Ogwen is such a roamer known for his setting potential, those setting heroes. But obviously, it changes a little bit when you're playing this Matilda, who also is currently very strong in the current patch. So I kind of expect him, even if he's not going for insane sets right away, he would still be going to be somewhat aggressive, right? Real quick, though, anything sticking out for the emblems?
Again, 3 Wilderness Blessing the side of AP Bren. FlapTZ is looking to invade the junglers more often, but Minana Evos, they just have such a good way to control the you know, the aggression coming out from AP Bren, provided with a sustain coming out from the Rafaela.
I actually kind of missed Common Emblem, so it's nice to see on AP Bren's heroes there, as well as Spider Miles' Rafaela, who is rocking Brave Smite. I'm liking that. He's saying, I'm going to hunker down. I'm going to be able to maybe even front up and provide more peel. Because between Kaizen and Lord JM, who are going to be finding angles, they need that little extra for Doming and Lancy.
Yeah, not only that, but again, a lot of that, I guess in terms of the support roamers here, these options, they kind of both play a little bit of a different play style, right? When you're comparing the Matilda, the Rafaela, but they essentially both provide so much utility to the team as what makes them very strong. And even what we saw before, just in Matilda alone, the fact that you can now utilize that Circling Eagle quite extensively and carry your team through it too, it gives you an advantage, right? Let's be honest. And that's also the first turtle just going to the hands of AP Bren. Minana Evos doesn't actually want to take that chance just yet. It is only the first turtle, but you know, you have to be able to find something across the board here. And who is that? Like, who is that going to be for Minana Evos, Midnight?
I think the front liner, like the Matilda and the Uranus from AP Brent, because you saw how Lancy AR and Spider Miles was zoned out solely by the Uranus, and you also have to deal with the fact that even if you're trying to burst FlapTZ down, there's always going to be the guiding wind to save himself, to save the Uranus out. Add to that the mobility coming out from the agility and the Wilderness Blessing. This Uranus standing in the front line is such a nuisance.
2v1, FlapTZ caught between Lord JM and Kaizen. Oh, heavy spin spent in, flicker out, FlapTZ still alive. Oh, he's fine.
Well timed, right? Gonna hold on to that, make sure that he survives all that, basically the chain reaction that he had to deal with. So could have been a kill, but good usage there also of the flicker. Now with that, again, that's what I was wondering, and Midnight, you were talking about it before it all unfolded, right? Who are you gonna find from Minana Evos? At this point, that's kind of what they have to do, and it's unfortunate. You got to use so much resources to find a kill this early on, just based off the composition that AP Bren has. But obviously, as the game goes on and they scale up a little bit more, especially with Lancy, we've seen quite devastating damage, you know, anytime Novaria is picked up, and if you can actually get some of these early kills going.
Yeah, but they have to scale, right? That's a big problem for Minana Evos. They are waiting for these timings on their side, while AP Bren, they have full control on the early game just because of the fact that none of the side of Minana Evos deals with the Uranus really well. And this is the downside when you pick up the Ixia. You double down on the late game factor with the Novaria and your marksman. And now AP Bren is just enjoying the fact that FlapTZ standing in the front lines, he's not going to die.
Yep. Given the, again, unorthodox type of draft and even pacing that we saw here in Game 1, even the game is turning that way. See, check this out. Circling on certain Lord JM, knocks him up. Still, no casualties yet. Astro Echo thrown out here by Lancy. AP Bren going for the pull. And the full barrage from Doming AR, no damage quite yet. Heavy spin by Kaizen, helping them score the turtle. And now it's like Beyblades up in here as Few pulls his own. And they disengage. Still, no casualties. Gentlemen, what this looks like is when two kickboxers, Muay Thai practitioners, throw out those jabs, they're checking for range on them kicks. That's what they're doing now.
I mean, for AP Bren, it feels like they should be happy, but at the same time, at the rate of the momentum, of the pacing of this game, it's going to the side of Minana Evos. Because again, these guys, they're playing the scale. AP Bren shouldn't be content with what is happening on the map right now. But do keep in mind that there is also that spike wherein the Beatrix is going to become a monster in the mid game.
Yeah, not only that, but I mean, you're really just seeing a lot of this poking back and forth because of the way the compositions work.
Well, 5 minutes in, man, they're still throwing those jabs. They're checking for them kicks. And you saw that again, Doming tried to throw out the full barrage, not enough damage.
Yep.
And Midnight mentioned how Super Marco should be very dangerous at some point, but wait, they check in on this bush, circling all to Kaizen, catches the other one, Spider-Mouth on the back. Ain't no one home. Are they forcing this? Kyle Easy comes in with a taunt. Few. Oh, gonna try to oblige. Get that Terrify in. Doming taking that bush. Looking dangerous.
Still
Heavy
the jabs.
Spin.
Yeah, still the
the
jabs.
jabs, man.
You know, it's kind of like the similar problem that Minana Evos is facing against AP Bren. AP Bren also has this problem of how do you actually kill off the heroes on the side of Minana Evos when we don't have even have a hard lockdown.
Circling Eagle canceled out. Someone, please throw an elbow or something. A knee. Oh, Super Marco just going to be pushing.
Well,
look at that.
The macro objectives, right? The super macro.
I'm actually curious, like how long, what's our longest time without a first blood? Like
This
10
one's
minutes? Or is this it?
This one's close to it. I mean,
I
it
would say
feels
it has
like
to
it.
be.
Feels like it.
Has to be that close. But I will say Ogwin's trying to do work, right? But yeah, really at this point, no one just has the damage they need.
Yeah.
Super Marco
No
does
damage.
pick up a VOD.
No damage, no lockdown for
Yeah.
inside of AP Bren. And after that, the problem of the mobility of the Rafaela. For Minana Evos, no damage. How do you kill Uranus? So little problems are being presented to both sides.
Well,
know
I
what?
think
Even with AP Bren scoring this turtle, they
Yeah.
just have a slight lead. Oh, wait, here we go. They're going to try to take down
could be
more
it.
JM. Ogwin hits the Circling Eagle, starting it off, throws a few wisps.
Oh,
Marco
it's
with
not
an
enough.
Nibiru's passion
Oh!
coming in, guiding wins.
Oh.
Defensive penalty zone, not enough. Finally, we see a first blood 7 minutes in.
Yeah, TPZ from the Terizla. It's not going to be enough. AP Bren, again, this is the timing that we were talking about earlier, where Super Marco will start moving around the map, utilize the Beatrix, but Minana Evos, they got to trade.
Oh, one more time. Cancels it. Lancy weaving in and out, thrown out in echoes. Oh, AP Bren backs
Oh.
out.
Almost hit Ogwin.
good little step there. Yeah, you were talking about it, right? I mean, as soon as Super Marco, especially he locked in that BOD, he's got that item. Now he's got some of the damage we were talking about. And you're seeing it. Now that they also have that tier 1 down, they'll rotate around this, right? And that's where Minana Evos has to be careful because given the whole, kind of low death action for the first 7 minutes, AP Bren has garnered themselves a relatively small lead for now, which we've seen them snowball really hard before. A lot of just invading going
Yep.
on in the jungle, both sides.
Retry for Kaizen there, confirming his orange buff. Now Circling Eagle from Ogwin. Who are they going to go? Knock up on the Kaizen. Damage being set in by Super Marco. And this turret still standing.
Still
Just
no death.
one more
Oh.
hit.
Still
Super
no death.
Marco
Oh,
takes
Marco?
it. Astral Echoes coming in. Marco here, a
Oh.
tenth of his health. Ogwin shielding him. Kaldizi looking in. Gets it. Grand Theft Purple.
My goodness, like the intensity, the level of the mechanics, and the understanding of these players. Ogwin blocking the shot from Lancy AR. Oh.
Lancy's
Everybody.
fine. Lancy's fine.
That's like, to be honest, I know we were at a point, I think this was last season where Beatrix was picked all the time, but it's nice to see when she is played because even the crowd here, the live audience, just can't help but ooh and ah at any time she comes through. So now, again, Lord already up here.
Yep.
Right? Feels like a lot didn't happen in the early game because it's only 0-1 in terms of the kills.
This is where it changes though.
This is where it changes.
It's gotta. AP Bren, Kyle Tizzy starting up the dance. Already heavy spin from Kaizen AR. Now they're coming in, clashing through. Few holding on to the heavy spin.
Uh-oh.
Kyle Tizzy gets popped here. Doming gets the kill. Flap Tizzy responding from the
Marco.
flank. Super Marco as well with the ult. No one home. And a heavy spin of their own.
Full
Full
barrage!
barrage! Everyone in. Perfect timing. Super Marco takes down Kaizen, and that's 1 for 1. Lord gets reset.
Okay. They buy a little breather there.
Yeah. Very good heads-up play coming out from Minana. He was using the heavy spin to isolate the Fredrin, and they had the damage to take him down. But that was also the case from AP Bren. Few, with a very wonderful heavy spin, stolen from the Akai, puts Kaizen AR in the range of the Beatrix. Even though it looked like Doming AR was able to land a wonderful full barrage, again, the problem is, how do you take down this Uranus?
Yep, and they're still going. Circling Eagle on the Lord JM. Flap Easy looking to put some consecration and edge stacks, and that was enough. Lord taken here by AP Bren, 3K ahead.
Wow, so given how that whole team fight kind of unfolded before they took the Lord and then they kind of reset from there, it looks like, though I will say, Minana Evos getting to the point where they are going to have some fight back, right? Some fight in them, as we saw displayed with that full barrage from Doming AR. It's there, obviously, right? Now, they should be able to continue to build up here. How's the items looking here, Midnight?
I mean, the items, it's really important to look at the items for Beatrix, the Fury Hammer, the BOD, the Malefic Roar, heading straight towards that DHS to be able to shred through the HPs of Minana Evos. But that is also true with Doming AR. He has a DHS. Oh, Lord JM.
Bob's the penalty zone. Might have been caught in an odd position.
Oh,
there you go.
AR's
There you
barrage serves him up 3. Kyle, Few, and Ogwin go down, and Flapteasy can't save him. You were saying.
I was about to say it, man. Like the DHS and Doming AR with a full barrage, especially with Ogwin not having the guiding wind. If you are put in the inside the area of the full barrage, it's hard for you to be able to get out because at the corrosion side, it's being split to different targets from Doming AR. So AP Bren needs to be really careful with how they engage into team fights against Minana Evos.
Wow, interesting here. First player to reach 100 kills this season.
Beat Carteezy.
Silent, yeah, silent but deadly.
He beat Carteezy.
Wow.
It used to be Carteezy, who usually gets the stat.
Yep.
Yeah, right? Very interesting there. But yeah, as you were saying, Midnight, totally agree because we were wondering, exactly at what point would, especially this composition, this lineup, get to where it needs to be from Minana Evos. And Domeng AR is there.
Yeah, but he's also down on gold. So that means...
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that means full barrage is so good right now. Full barrage.
You know where it came from? 6.6.
Yeah.
Now he's sitting at 8K.
Yeah.
After just one team fight.
After a triple kill.
After a triple kill.
Oh, wow. You know what? I can see Claude right now. Here, we're going to see it. Replay.
There you go.
Watch the full barrage.
Malefic Roar picked up as well. That's where the damage came from. Alongside the DHS, the slows from corrosion side. It's hard for AP Bren to actually just get out of that full barrage.
You know what? Claude right now is just watching at home.
Sorry.
He's crying and blazing to it.
Yeah. He's saying, that should be me. That used to be him, right?
Crash and blazing to it. I like it.
should be.
I like that.
Basic attacks used to hurt like that. I mean, when he...
No, because imagine this, same thing. Claude has to build the stacks and maintain the stacks and
Yeah.
do all this and all that.
Yep.
Actually, just press the button.
Use his ult.
It's a power of Starling.
Doesn't have his attack damage reduced during ultimate, by the
Yeah.
way.
That should be me. Dude,
New late game monster.
doing that damage.
yeah. It's like, what?
That should be me.
It's just the new
Using that
hotness.
ult.
Claude's so old. Claude's so old here. I'm just saying. He's still valuable, though.
Yeah.
He is.
He has that mobility, though.
He still gets banned out.
Like,
right?
if you're Iksha and you look at Claude, you also cry. You cry by walking.
Yeah.
Because Claude has that battle mirror image.
That's true. That's why you need the Raphael here, right? I mean,
There you go.
it
There you go.
provides some of that mobility that you need. Obviously, you can't have that much damage without a weak point, right? So that happens to be it. Now for this, though, similar thing. Lord's going to be up here. Kyle Teasy going to get pushed out.
Kyle.
Heavy spin already spent by Kazin. Watch out for Few. Few has a heavy spin of his own. We're going to break down and collapse. Not enough space, though. Lancy AR. Oh, throws out a recall. No one home. Kazin found in that bush. Spider Mouse playing footsies. Watch Few. Oh, wow. AP Bren just going to dance here. This is going to take a while.
Okay, here comes the Uranus problem, though.
Yeah, he's just going to heal that up. Still going to maintain the Lord
This
between
is
the two
30.
numbers. Yeah.
Dude, this is 30. Like, you saw Flap's HP. That was without heal. That was just the passive
Yep.
of the Uranus.
It's the combo of the photo and the Oracle coming in with a circling eagle. Cancels it, landing right on the wave.
Domeng.
And check it out, Flicker away from Few. Flapteasy. Oh, very low.
Oh, Few,
Few
Few's dead,
still
Few's dead.
alive. Coming in, uses a heavy spin
Oh,
of his own.
the bait.
Anticipates
Wow.
the penalty zone. And right now, Minana Evos are a man down. Super Marco threatens the full barrage one more time from Doming AR. Super Marco pops his Wind of Nature. In comes the rest of AP Bren. Minana Evos
Oh my
backing
God,
off.
it's a stain.
They have a lot of damage though. Looking at this. Renner with the ult. Super Marco's alive. Guiding Winds out. AP Bren pushing away the White Tigers.
Oh, he's just going to heal back up, too. That's the strength of Uranus.
Steal?
Flapteasy. Yeah. Can he see? Oh, he can't. Kyle Teasy able to secure that Lord. That was very... So, this is what we see a lot of when, especially these heroes are picked up. The Rafaela, obviously the Matilda, is some very long exchanges, right? So, it comes down to those kind of minor decisions, and it's AP Bren that wins that one.
Yeah.
It was a dance outside the Lord Pit.
Yeah.
They were dancing elsewhere.
The Mathilda and the Rafaela definitely danced for their teammates. We asked the question earlier if Ogwen could play this Mathilda really, really well, and it feels like they have practiced this sequence a lot. Like you saw the amount of juggles that AP Bren did around Minana Evos.
Yeah.
And again, the Uranus problem. Flapteasy standing his ground in front of the Ixia with the blade armor, the Oracle, the amount of sustain, and the damage reduction coming out from the Dominant's eyes because of the attack speed being reduced on Doming AR. That really hurts Minana Evos.
Man, I can't believe the Oracle was an early pickup, by the way, so he knew what he was up to. They knew what they were doing. Bren setting up the push. Few once more stealing away the heavy spin. Big circling eagle. Ogwin very low. Scared, backing out. Minana Evos wipes out the Lord.
Yeah.
All right, they hold on to the base turret for now. Took quite a bit of hits, though. But I think Bren will be happy with what they got from that. Minana Evos still buying time, kind of what they need to do. You know, you're 16 minutes in. You're starting to scale up pretty well. Again, Doming AR. I was about to say Doming Nation.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
He's not wrong.
You're not wrong.
He is dominating right now in terms of where he is on the Ixia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Kyle Teasy.
Gets caught. Heavy spin. Right now,
Burst.
very low. Get a bit of a photo. Lord Jam goes in with the penalty zone already. Circling Eagle, pushing away Kaizen. Oh, Flapteasy putting up a brick wall, and the answer from Super Marco.
Oh, they baited the full barrage.
That's it. Now, Minana Evos have to think twice about these engages. Bottom lane, taken care of. The push by Flapteasy.
Now they're going to just make their way, clear some of these lanes out. We're about a minute away from the Lord here. So you can see the pressure being put on Minana Evos here. Even itemization-wise, like they're relatively well, even doming, but still they're having a hard time. Oh,
Ogwin.
Well, forced to use the flicker. That's one less engaged from Bren, but they're comfortable. They're happy with this 5K gold lead at 7 minutes.
You know what's crazy? Now Doming AR has just hit maximum potential, especially with the Sea Halberd. Like, this is going to reduce a lot of the regeneration coming out from the Bren. That's the Uranus solution.
And the shields from Matilda.
Yep.
so it just took about, to get to this point, 17 minutes.
Yeah. The Minana timers.
The Minana timers, if you want to call it that.
Nah, it's just Doming.
Everybody's just got timers.
Everyone's got timers at this point. But, again, I will say Doming's done a great job so far, especially working with Spider Miles here on this Rafaela. I think that still, Bren really hasn't figured out a way to actually get to him. And as this game kind of scaled up further, it gets more risky for Bren to actually do that. Because what you're seeing also is Minana Evos puts them kind of like in these parts of the map where obviously you're gonna shine with a full barrage, right? That's exactly what they're going for. Because if that interaction happens between the Holy Baptism, the full barrage, or even the penalty zone, any of those combinations, and Bren is stuck in a choke point, it's devastating at that point, right? You're going to force a Wind of Nature being used right away.
And right now they're dancing. Lord pulled over by Bren. Over to their side, Flapteasy.
Ouch!
Less than half health. Here we go. Ogwin coming in, circling Eagle. Goes in. Guiding wins. Penalty zone by Lord JM. No one home. So spotted by a big old astral recall.
They have a head spin.
And now the dance continues. Lord here, a third of its health left. Bren not letting go.
They're still going to hold on here. Lord less than half the health. They got to respect. Also, the bottom lane's going to be pushing in. They're trying to get this advantage, the vantage point they're looking for. Both junglers still holding on to it for now.
Ogwin maintaining river control. Few just holding on for dear life. That big old ult. Flapteasy spots Kaizen, AR, and the rest of Minana Evos. Few takes a few hits from Doming. Lord here, a fourth of its health. A fifth. This is a long dance, folks.
This is what we talked about. These long exchanges with this kind of lineup. Still Lord being held by Kyle Teasy. Kaizen also waiting patiently. It's going to be up to them. Ogwin.
Circling Eagle on the Lord JM. Baiting out the penalty zone. Does not oblige. Lord staying where it needs to stay. Astral Echo. Two spotted here by Lancy. Few still holding on to that heavy spin.
Oh, the reset.
A little too deep. That's a full reset, folks. Ain't no one home. Are they going to collapse? Kaizen a little too close. Oh, Lord has evolved.
They've been holding Lord for 2 minutes now.
I was going to say, 2 minutes. I think that's been a 2-minute dance here.
Yep, and after the full reset, Lord gets into the evolved form. Now, Flapteasy pushing away 3. Few holding that Y bush to the west. Ogwin puts in a few. Kaizen finds one. Nice heavy spin on the Few. But then again, Few answers back. Flapteasy, big ol' Astral Echo, Circling Eagle on a Doming AR. Not enough damage for Ogwin.
Ogwin's in trouble.
They're looking to capitalize. Ogwin survives though, but just for now. Oh, we're back
Lord.
to it. Lord here, down to a tenth of its health. A 12!
Whoa!
AP Bren scores, and now it all breaks out. Kazanea right in the middle of the fight. Appraiser's Wrath by Kyle TZ. They disengage Lord JM. Oh, he's isolated from his friend. Circling Ingle. He's still alive. Body Smith keeping him up. Super Marco, can he finish the job?
Oh!
He's away. Bing, bang, boom!
Oh, wow, what an extensive fight. Nearly 3 minutes there for that Lord.
What a Lord dance. I mean, that's got to be hard to analyze, right? Like, there's a lot of movements that happen. But I just got to say, Super Marco, with that Bandit's Rage, forced out the dash from the Akai, and that prevented Minana Evos from contesting that Lord. Even though Lord JM had the right, he had a right angle to go for a penalty zone, but it wasn't really enough because the Fredin was also able to position himself in a perfect spot to take the Lord. And AP Bren, again, a fantastic Lord fight.
Well, right now, they're going to charge up into the base. They go.
Circling Eagle right on a 2. Heavy spin coming in, stolen away.
Oh.
Thumbing air with the full barrage. Popping 1. They trade out. Spider Bounce down 2. AP Bren going to be taking game 1.
And this winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor,